So I would say I'm excited, but slightly trepidatious. I'm not scared, but there is a level of electricity that's pulsing through this room right now. Slightly feels like The Graduate a little bit with me sitting on this bed like this. The wallpaper is very creepy. Disturbingly creepy. Almost, I imagine that this is a wallpaper of like a hospice.
Hi, I'm Joan Rivers, and we're back with my show, In Bed with Joan. And let's see who's coming out of the closet tonight. Ta-da! Adam Pally
Hello.
from Happy Endings.
Hi.
All right.
Close that.
Come sit down.
Thank you. There's a lot of crap in there. Wow. This is real.
So I'm very glad to have you here.
Thank you
And
so much for having me.
feel totally at ease.
This is very comfortable.
And you're a father. You just had a baby.
I did. I just had a baby, yeah.
Well, your wife.
My wife had a baby.
Are you Jewish?
Very much so,
Makes
Joan.
sense.
Yeah, of course.
What's your wife's name?
Daniela.
Daniela, while you're in there, look at your nose.
Yeah.
Just-
Actually,
You're there anyhow, Daniela.
yeah.
You're
And if you're
there
going to do the
anyhow.
nose, get these fixed.
Yeah.
For Daddy.
Pull them up, Daniela. Melissa never suckled, and she's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, actually, she suckled on one, so it's
Oh. Lopsided.
wouldn't that be funny?
Oh, it would be great if you were only breastfeeding from it was all shriveled up like a raisin.
Fun for you.
Great.
Now, you're not from here. Where are you from?
I'm from New York originally, Manhattan.
So how did you get here?
Connecting flights.
Mileage.
Mileage, yeah, miles. I was just an improv comedian, sketch comedian from the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater.
That's why I love you, because I'm from Second City.
I know. That's what we talked about when we
know.
first met, and just like working and
By the
getting
way,
jobs and.
I didn't remember, and that was very cruel to remind me, because in my age, you just say that's right. You don't say we've already discussed that.
We actually had this same conversation too, which you don't remember as well. So we actually did this exact same thing.
Well,
So I don't know
Try.
if this is dementia or what, but
it's just a slow fade.
yeah, it's a slow fade. That's better than.
It's good
the
because you
quick
could
one.
be one of the last on this show,
Well, I would hope that would be great. For
That'd be
me.
great for you.
Terrible for you. Great for me.
because they would call you for all the interviews.
That would be amazing if I was like indicted in your murder.
No, even if I just keeled over, just
would still be my fault.
Entertainment Tonight, they'd be right in your face.
God, and I'm
So,
dying to get on.
Did you
entertainment.
notice anything?
And I would say, yeah, the room itself was prepped for someone to die there. I'd say I knew she was going to die when I walked in and saw the wallpaper.
All right, gay. You're gay on the show.
Yes.
How is that affecting your wife? Does she
Loves it. She loves it.
Honest to God?
Yeah, she's so much happier that I'm playing a gay character than when I have to do something that's straight.
Because you don't have to kiss any women? Or
Yeah, I mean, there's a few, she's not an actress, so she doesn't understand that,
Yeah.
when you get to do a love scene with a beautiful actress, that
It means nothing
right.
that she's naked in bed with you.
Yeah, I call it free cheating. Because let's be real, like, I've never done it. You get boners.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
I
You
get them. I haven't even got a
Of course,
penis.
you get boners. There's no way not to get boners, and so it is free cheating. And so with when I'm on Happy Endings and I'm kissing dudes, she's kind of much happier about that.
If you had to do, here it comes.
I guarantee I've been asked this. Are you asking me which dude would I have sex with before?
No, not a guy.
I
couldn't
wanted
care.
to answer that.
Oh, all right. Well, I was going to, which woman would you want to have
Oh,
sex
okay,
with?
sure, yeah. Which woman
And
in
then
the
we'll
whole
get-
world?
In the whole world.
God, you know who's high on my list?
Yeah, let me hear.
Scarlett Johansson.
Ugh,
Joan, I like a milky.
ugh.
You
And
know?
milky.
You don't like her, but you can admit that she's a sexy lady.
I watched her on Broadway, and she
I heard
played
she
a
was-
hot woman, and then she turned her foot in to show she was young. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
I get it.
you say, I'll play a little girl. hello, and you turn your foot in,
Yeah.
and everyone forgets to notice that you're not a big, stupid older person.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think in real life she's about
could probably
46.
have
Right?
her.
How old is Scarlett Johansson?
Well, ask
46,
Woody.
47. I should ask. You think Woody got his hands on that?
I think, allegedly, I'm going to lose this pathetic show now because I'm going to tell you the truth. I think
No, Woody didn't get with her. She's not
I think
Asian.
Soon Yi would find her and kill her. I think you'd find her in a trash can between coffee grinds and egg whites.
You think Soon Yi's allowed out of the house?
Oh, I think
Really?
Soon Yi lets
Rules the
Woody
roost?
out of the house.
Just to Elaine's?
Just to Elaine's
Just to
and
play
back.
clarinet and back?
She has one of those leashes that expand.
Back here now.
Right now.
Right now.
I know
Make movie every year.
I know what you do.
I want to go Rome. Next year we go Rome. Then year after that we go Paris. You make movie Barcelona.
And meanwhile, Mia Farrow is at home going,
Yeah, she's tweeting. Mia Farrow's tweeting.
how does it feel? Because your show, and you're so good. You really are good. I wouldn't
Thank
have
you.
you on if I didn't think you were good.
That means a lot. Thank you.
Dane Cook has never sat in this bed.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Do you think he's funny? So
Do I think Dane Cook is funny?
I ask you as an adult.
Dane Cook to me is one of those guys that like has made a ton of money over like changing his inflection. So you don't know like. I don't think there are Dane Cook jokes. There's just like he'll be like, "You ever been to Burger King?" I fucking love Burger King. Who doesn't love Burger? You love Burger King, John? We all love Burger King. And you're like, well, what's the joke, Dane? Like, where is the? Are you gonna subvert that at all? We're just gonna all jump around talking about Burger King, and you're gonna wear horrible jeans.
And meanwhile, you and I are sitting in this shitty bed. I'm not even.
Yeah, we're on the
paying
web, and that guy's got a couple failed sitcoms.
We're on the web, and I saw him originally on television on a close-up. I said, "Oh, poor thing," you know, like you feel sorry.
Yeah.
And then it kept pulling back. He was in a stadium.
Yeah, I know. He sells out those stadiums.
So obviously, they're either deaf and dumb.
Yeah, I think that's what they do.
It's
They
the
bring in a
Helen
bunch
Keller
of
Club.
Yeah, they bring in deaf people and they tell Dane to like jump around on the stage so they can feel the vibrations of the jokes. That's why he stomps around so much, because his audience is deaf. No, I did an improv show, a touring gig for a deaf and blind audience, and screwed up instantly, and came out and said, "We'll get started. We just need a suggestion." We did 45 minutes on.
For those of you that don't know out there, because I always pretend like there's an audience. you know.
No, there's no one here.
When you do improv, you usually call to the audience with
Yes.
like a suggestion. Well, be a doctor.
Yeah.
Be a hooker.
Yeah.
Yeah. They always give you like suggestions. You go, this is so fucking boring.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the hooker again.
Well, when we played to the blind audience, we handed out like Braille menus.
Did you really?
Yeah, and they could just they felt something they liked. They just went like this, and then we would go over and like touch them like a doctor.
That's nice in a way, if they were attractive.
Yeah, they were all ugly blind people.
Yeah, ugly
Most
blind-
blind people are not attractive.
Well, it's because
That's one of those diseases or inflictions. Where, like there are attractive deaf people.
there are very attractive deaf people, and there are some blind people in the movies that are very beautiful.
Yeah, but
Audrey Hepburn.
Yeah, but like, of course, but very rarely are you walking on the street and you see someone like clanking and you're like, check out that piece of like, you know what I mean? Like rarely, or like, like it's just something that doesn't exist. Very rarely are there attractive blind people.
I'll tell you why, because their friends say they don't know, so it's very easy to say, how do I look? Oh, fabulous.
Yeah. Well, that's like why Stevie Wonder always looks like that when you see him on the Grammys and he comes out wearing like a glitter.
It's a macrame headpiece.
Yeah, he looks like a Williams sister. And you're like, no one told you, like, tone it down, Stevie. Like,
I work very. See, I have to, you know.
Yeah,
I
no,
work
pay the
very
bills,
hard. I
yeah.
do. I work very hard for guard dogs for the blind.
Of course.
But not all the dogs graduate.
they don't.
They
all
really, and so I always like the ones that can't tell red from green because I think that's a challenge.
Yeah. No, are these German Shepherds?
They're German. What are they? They're everything. Labs. They're just big dogs.
Labs.
Big dogs. Big dogs.
Smarter breed.
And now,
Smarter
I'm
breed.
terrified of German Shepherds.
Why? Because you're
'Cause we're
Jewish.
Jewish.
And they know.
Oh, they know. They smell it. I don't go to Runyon Canyon. Because, like, I'll be running up there and I'll see a German Shepherd. I'll be like, he knows. And I swear to God, when they bark, you ever heard that bark? Juden! Juden!
See, now I got in such trouble because I talked about Heidi Klum,
Klum.
whatever,
I
like I
pronounce it-
care.
I pronounce it Klum.
I,
Klum.
I don't care.
Right.
Ask Mel Gibson; he'll know the correct pronunciation. I do my act, and then we go back to asking you questions. But it's much more interesting to talk about me. I find.
Of course,
Don't click off. I'm really going
I'm
to.
super interested. I feel like anyone that's here to see me is mostly here to see you.
I don't know. You should say I'm super interested. You should just go to sleep very quietly. While
Well,
you...
I feel like this room is conducive to
Oh
that.
yeah, I really could do something. The soft lights. But anyway, so let me ask you about three Emmys. Eric, what's his Stone Street,
Yes, Eric Stone Street.
he plays a gay guy.
Yes.
In the show right before you.
Right. Yeah.
Got 3 Emmys.
Yeah, he's won 3 Emmys. Yeah.
Yeah, and you've won none.
I've won none. Never been nominated.
Never even nominated.
Yes.
Does that upset you? 'Cause
no.
It would kill me.
No. You know
Fuck
what?
you, Eric.
You know why it doesn't upset me? Have you ever?
Because he's got a fatal disease?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Have you ever seen the way Eric Stone Street looks? It's like I'm okay with it. You can have the Emmys.
Yeah.
I'll take not having heart disease at 30. No,
Okay.
he's a good friend of mine.
Sure.
You ever heard when people say he's a good friend of
Yeah.
mine? It's like they hate him.
hate them.
No, but he's a dear friend.
Who do you hate?
Eric Stone Street. I've managed to not have many enemies, which is a good thing. I think it's because of my laid back nature.
Yeah, you're waiting for a joke.
No,
That's-
I don't have a joke.
Yeah, because I've made many. The nice thing is, though, when you have a lot of enemies, you don't have to worry about sending out Christmas cards. There are a lot of
Yeah.
good things.
I know. I heard you on Howard
I love my
last
Howard.
week. Oh, he's the best.
Have you been on him yet?
No,
He should
God.
have you on.
I would love to. My father is sitting over there. Took me.
Oh, I thought he was just an audience member.
No. Behind the hospice.
Which
nurse.
one is he? Let's get a shot of
Behind
the.
the-
Which is your dad?
Which is my dad. That lovely gentleman right there is my father. The one who looks like if Kevin Kline had AIDS. Doesn't he a little? Doesn't he a little?
If Kevin Kline had AIDS.
Yeah.
Boy, right on the button.
Yeah, I know, right? You're like, oh yeah. He took me. My dad took me when I was 10 to see Private Parts, and I sat in the theater next to him, and I mean that's like one of the most
A great movie. Yeah.
amazing movie. That movie like changed my life.
When did you know you were going to take all the money your parents spent on education and throw it away and become a comic? When did you know you'd be a disappointment?
Early on, I knew that I would let my parents down. I actually was kicked out of several Jewish day schools as a child.
Can you name the names and then just give them the finger?
Sure, of Solomon Schechter Day School in West Orange.
Two.
But so I think after getting kicked out of those schools, I think that you pretty much knew I was not going to use their money in a good way.
Were they worried? Why were you kicked out of school?
Once for making out with a girl in the back of the bus.
Oh, that's okay.
Once for lighting a fire. Once for,
Under the rabbi.
Once for defacing religious artifacts. I think that's it. I don't,
Religious
did I miss
artists?
something?
What,
Oh, yeah,
Wait,
there's
what did your
an
father
incident.
say? Say it again so they can see you.
Something with the rabbi.
Something with what with the rabbi?
We
This
had
is
an
very serious. No, you Jew haters out there.
Yeah.
You don't screw around with the rabbi.
No. He wanted to make me wear a religious artifact called tefillin, which is very Jewish.
Yes.
It's like these leather wrapped, like you wrap leather on your arm, you wrap leather on your head.
And what does it stand for? We eat meat?
Yeah, don't eat pig, basically.
Yeah,
I don't know.
what it- yeah, okay.
But it stands for you will be good with money.
Okay.
Or like you will have a cousin that will get you an internship. And I didn't want to wear it because I was like, I don't know. I was just the type of kid that like if you told me to do something, I would be like, no, fuck you, I'm not doing that. And he took me off the baseball team, and it was like this ongoing thing because I wouldn't wrap it. And then finally,
They took you off the baseball team?
yeah. And then finally, during one of my detentions, I tied it over a pipe and was like swinging back and forth on this religious artifact. And
This is terrible.
it's awful.
I'm laughing, but for the Jews out there, I'm very upset inside.
And I had read that Steven Spielberg was like not a very observant Jew, so I was screaming titles of Steven Spielberg movies. When he came into the classroom and he saw me, I was like swinging on this very, important religious artifact, screaming like "Close Encounters of the Third Kind." And then I ran out of Steven Spielberg movies, and I started naming colleges that he'd went to. So I was like, Arizona State, which he went to undergrad, and he didn't know what I was doing. And so he screamed like, "Get down from there!" And then it broke. The leather broke, and I snapped the thing in half. And I was so scared, filled with panic, that I ran. I ran. And that rabbi made sure I never stepped foot in that school again. And that school was a private school, right?
$30,000.
God. He knows the number. He knows the number, the exact number.
Did you get the money back? Because they kicked me out of camp. But they were so happy to kick me out of camp, they gave my mother the money back to take me.
No, Jews. These are Jews.
They
took
Jews.
that money. They were like, "The son is gone. The money stays."
Camp Kinnikinnick, they said, "Mother, come and get it. There's a check. Give me the
You must have been horrible.
It's the whole money back for you." Okay, let me ask you.
Yes.
You play a gay man.
Yes, I do.
And these are questions that many of my friends have asked me.
Sure.
If you had a choice between kissing a gay man, because I kissed a lesbian on Joan and Melissa.
Right.
And we got very high ratings. Never forget, be a whore.
Oh,
That's
right.
my one. Comics always come and say, give me some advice, Melissa.
Yeah.
And Miss Rivers, and I always say, be a whore.
Be a whore, yeah.
Be a whore. Don't.
Well, we're all whores
for
in
God's
a way,
sakes,
right?
be a whore.
Of course.
So, if you could kiss a gay guy or the following women, who would it be?
Which gay guy?
You pick.
Because like, if you're gonna say Bruce Valanche, the answer is every time Bruce Valanche.
Bruce Valanche is my friend, or Susan Boyle.
How
How desperate would you be if you hadn't had
Those
sex
are my
in a year and a half?
choices. Bruce, I think I could probably find a way to do Susan Boyle. My only other option is Bruce Valanche.
Okay, Eleanor Roosevelt.
Oh, Eleanor. I bet Eleanor
You
Roosevelt.
say Roosevelt. That's interesting.
Well, New
That's
York.
educated. I
Yeah.
say Roosevelt.
Well, I think that Eleanor Roosevelt probably gives good head, right?
She had a big mouth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she might have been very
She had
good.
those DSLs.
And also, when they have that Boston accent, they can like vibrate
Yeah,
better.
they're like, Era, lift up that blanket. Let me suck your dick. I'll make you stand up out of that wheelchair.
I had an affair with him. He was very.
You had an affair with him?
With FDR, yeah. But he was very kinky.
Really?
He kept saying, "You play the nurse, and I'll be the cripple boy."
I think he was asking for your help.
If you had to play one gay fag.
One gay fag.
Yeah, if they said to you, your choice now, you can play whoever you want.
Famous gay
man.
Jason Alexander.
He'll be thrilled to know this.
Yeah.
As his wife will be thrilled to know this. Okay, let me ask you. It's happy endings.
Yes.
Lots of guest stars.
Tons of guest stars.
Yeah. How do you treat them? Who's been nice? I know you're not going to tell me.
Well,
and
I'll
who
tell you.
hasn't been so wonderful?
Megan Mullally is
Yeah.
great, but she's super late all the time.
Interesting. Right.
So that kind of sucks. But I don't really care because, like, as long as I'm at work and not taking care of two babies, I'm fine. I'll sit in
You
my
have two
trailer.
children now.
Two children under the age of 13 months.
Oh my God! Why?
Because I'm
Irish twins.
irresponsible.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I fucked up.
Oh,
Twice.
and how?
Yeah, I fucked up twice.
Are you getting your wife help?
Yeah, I throw money at the problem. That's all I do.
Because she really is going to be upset.
I know.
I mean, I had Melissa, and I had, 7 to 10 in help at all times.
Oh, yeah. But we got so much help in our house, it looks like Haiti.
I make sure they're illegal. Illegals
No,
are
they're
much more grateful.
No, they're illegal, and we pay them cash, and that's how I know that
You
they
don't have to
rob.
pay them cash.
Well,
At the end of the
pesos?
week, when they come and ask for money, you say, "I think you've had room and board. I think." Do
Yeah.
you really want to argue with me, Jose? Because
That's
my
true.
hand is on the phone.
Yeah, I'm like, Marta, you're not dead. Enjoy it.
Are they leaving you alone on happy endings when you come in and say, I have an idea?
Yes, they're amazing about it. From day one, I think they knew when they hired me that they were getting a improviser, so they leave me alone. But also, I'm lucky, the writing's amazing, so it's not like I have to go in and like turn shit into gold, you know?
Yeah.
I just have to turn gold into better gold.
Oh, it's so sweet. How'd you meet your wife? Because
My-
a lot of women out there would like to meet somebody as wonderful and warm as
well,
you.
Please, I'd like to meet you too. I met my wife in high school.
In high school?
Yeah, I was 15 when I met my wife. And we dated and then broke up for a while and didn't speak and were all over the country. And then we both moved back to New York at the same time when we were about 23, I think. And started dating again, and now we have kids.
How
So
old
dumb.
are you?
I'm 31.
It's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, but I got a little money.
Oh, okay.
I got a little money I could throw at it.
And what about your in-laws? Were they happy? Were you famous? Not famous. Were you successful enough when you married her that they didn't go, oh my God?
It's, Joan.
Wait, look at his dad. I can't.
Look at his father. Were they happy when they got? No.
Joan, it's tough to ask for a Jewish girl's hand in marriage when your occupation is improv teacher. So I don't think that it was like the smoothest conversation, but I think they're happy now. I think they're okay now.
Okay, now we have Melissa to come in. We have a little game we usually ask at the end of the show.
Excited.
Come on, Melissa.
Off the floor, sorry.
And you can see she dressed for the occasion.
Desert island date.
Let's do it.
Of these people,
Who would I take on?
who would you rather be stuck on a desert island with? Let's start with Dr. Oz or Dr. Phil.
Ooh.
Oh, God. Dr. Phil, because there's more fat on them bones. And if we're on a desert island, I'm going to kill that motherfucker and eat him.
Hillary Clinton or Hillary Swank?
Hillary Clinton. 100% Hillary Clinton. I'm not going to fuck Hillary Swank.
You're going to fuck Hillary Clinton?
No, but at least I know I'll be taken care of.
She'll negotiate with the natives?
Yeah, with the Somali pirates we run into.
Wolf Blitzer or Teen Wolf?
Oh, which Teen Wolf? The Jason Bateman Teen Wolf or?
No, the Michael J. Fox Teen Wolf.
Oh,
The way he is now?
the way he is now?
No.
Yeah, because I don't want to take care of anybody.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a nurse. I guess Wolf Blitzer, although that's going to be one annoying desert island. Although maybe he'll shut up. There's nothing to talk about. Red alert! Coconut fell!
Jessica Simpson or O.J. Simpson?
Jessica Simpson.
Just no question.
Yeah, because we're on a desert island. She's going to slim down.
Don't be so sure.
That's the easiest way to lose baby weight. Stuck on a desert island.
Sarah Lee or Uncle Ben?
Sarah Lee. I'm a dessert guy. Right.
So sweet over salty.
No, I probably need a little bit of both. Let's be honest. I'm probably going to be a little stoned, so I'm going to need a little bit of both. The sweet and the salty.
So
Both. I'll take
can't take both.
Can't
You gotta
take
one.
both.
This
is very serious.
God, your guys' rules are insane. I want you to know we're doing this from your bed.
Yeah.
So these rules are.
Okay, and the last one. Donald Trump or Donald Rumsfeld?
Donald
Trump
Trump.
or Donald Rumsfeld?
Trump, I think, because I don't want to deal with Rumsfeld's bullshit. You know what I mean? He just looks like a bad roommate.
And
know what I
Donald
mean?
would sell the natives that, this is the best island and we're going to get out and I'm Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And you're going to build that canoe.
You
It's
ever
going to be the
seen
best
Desert
canoe.
Island like this before?
That was great. You were great.
Oh, you were great.
What
Thank
a
you
pleasure.
again.
Thank you
Oh,
so
thank you
much.
so much
Oh,
for having me.
You're the best.
So
the
fun.
best, the
Oh,
best.
thank you.
Adam, you do it. Adam Pally was wonderful. You give me somebody from improvisational background, and you know they're going to be smart, you know they're going to be funny, and you know you can play tennis back and forth with them. I loved him on Fashion Police, and we said, let's have him on my show. And absolutely right. And he's fearless. Do you know how great it is? He's at that stage in his life where he's not a big star that he has to be careful, and he's not unknown that he has to be careful. So if he doesn't like someone like Dane Cook, he doesn't. How great is that? I never thought I'd say this, but I just had a great time in bed with a Jewish man.